So I'm going to shoot this video atop my throne of games. I call him Duncan. Today is May 3rd, and it is my 3 weeks on T. I did my 4th shot today, and I know that I say this every single time, but this was actually the easiest. This is the first shot where I didn't bleed. I managed to get my entire dose out of the syringe, because I feel like that's been a problem, and I didn't see any of the T coming out of my leg, which I noticed just a little bit last week. But yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm not getting the entire dose out of the syringe. Like, after I do the shot, I tend to make sure I just got 100% of everything, and there's always like a little tiny drip. I'm sure it's honestly just a negligible amount, and it's probably just between my 0.25 shot and having like a 0.24 shot. So, changes really quick. My voice fluctuates. I'd like to say that this is my voice 3 weeks on T, but this is just my voice right now 3 weeks on T. As my day progresses, it tends to change. Like, the later it gets, it tends to be a little bit deeper. Sometimes early in the morning it's a little bit higher, but it varies from day to day, so I can't really speak about that too much with accuracy. It's puberty. I do feel a little bit like Peter Brady in that episode of The Brady Bunch where his voice changes, so it's been a little bit fun. It definitely cracks a little bit more when I say certain words, and there are some days where it's more resonant here, and then some days where I don't feel it at all, so I am 14 forever. Probably not forever, but I'm 14 right now. I've kind of noticed my singing voice change. I don't sing, so it's not like that. I'm just a 20-something-year-old guy with an iPod and an iHome, and I like to sing in the shower, but I'm too embarrassed to just sing in the shower, and I'm finding that I can't hit some of the same notes that I used to, but that also varies from day to day. My body temperature is just as messed up as I mentioned last week. I mean, I am trying to keep it more in check by trying to wear less layers, but I think it helps my dysphoria to have more layers, so it's kind of like a lose-lose. Because I wear my binder, and then I wear an undershirt over that to keep my binder rolled down, and then I wear a t-shirt under that, and then I wear my work shirt on top of that, because I don't really like to wear my work shirt once work is out, and I have to walk to the store after I'm done, so there's no winning. I think once I get a new binder, I can just knock out the undershirt layer and just wear the binder and the work shirt and just suck it up and hope no one bothers me, because as soon as they see the red and khaki, they assume that I am there to help them regardless of whether I'm heading out the door and wearing a hat and on my phone. It's been unseasonably warm in New Hampshire. It's been 70 for the better part of this week. Also, the fact that it's like menopause and puberty at the same time. Once again, I'm in this perpetual lose-lose situation. My mom is probably going to have to invest in a Brita, though, because I drink so many bottles of water that actually buying that many bottles of water would start to become cost prohibitive. I would just drink tap water, but there's something a little bit off about our tap water. New Hampshire tap water has a funny taste, and I don't really want to drink that. My appetite is more or less the same. Still definitely accelerating, but one of my friends tipped me off to a mistake I was making. I just assumed that the first meal of the day you ate was breakfast, but I'm starting to find out that you should really eat your first meal of the day within 30 minutes to an hour of waking up. I'm going to see if eating something within the first 30 minutes to an hour of waking up helps to curb my appetite, because I did that today, and it was like a world of difference, and I felt infinitely better throughout the day, and didn't feel the need to overeat at every meal. It felt like everything I'd allotted myself to eat was just about enough. I actually only ate half of my burrito at Chipotle, which is about as much as I'd eat, because they're not calorically efficient otherwise, but I love me some Chipotle. I am noticing a few minor facial and body changes, but nothing that I think anyone else would notice about me. I think my face is a little bit thinner around here, which is what I just keep noticing. It feels different to the touch, but I think it's because it's attached to my face that I notice it. I don't think anyone has noticed anything particularly different. It's probably all just user experience because it's my face. I've also noticed that my shoulders are a little bit broader. I noticed that when I got out of the shower last night, and my biceps are a little bit different. Marginally different. I think the stretch marks that I had gotten on them are starting to go away. That's not particularly a T thing, that's like a T is assisting thing. I have a particularly physical job. I think I've mentioned that before. So it's not like I woke up one day and T made me the Hulk. It's that I've been doing a lot of lifting lately at work. It is definitely getting easier to lift things too. I definitely feel myself getting stronger, so that's a benefit. For anybody who's wondering how to get more muscle and biceps on T. All I can say is you have to work at it. If you would like to come lift some frozen pizza case packs with me, or, you know, push some ice cream, you're more than welcome to come join me at the Bedford Target. I'll post the address below. Just kidding. I'm not going to post the address. You can Google that if you want to find out where I work. Please don't show up at my work. Unless you work with me, and then please show up to work. We value your presence. My skin, I don't think that's particularly a T thing either, but I have a little of a rash right here. I think I just used an expired acne gel because it was old, and I put it right here, and ever since then my skin is very sensitive. I've had 1 or 2 pimples, but that's not really out of the ordinary, so I'm not going to attribute that to any skin changes. My skin is definitely a little bit less oily, so fingers crossed that stays. I suppose because I've been kind of making sure to wash my face particularly, so that's been helping. So yeah, that's kind of it for changes. As for other stuff, really cool stuff happening, I'm working a week of overnights next week, which I'm very excited about. Once again, anybody who knows me knows I started my job at Target as an overnight position, so it's kind of cool to go back where I started, and even if it's just for 3 days, it's nice to see all that come full circle. I'm also going to see Iron Man 3 this weekend. I actually have a date. I affectionately call her Mum. I'm thinking of splurging and buying her a pretzel. She really likes those movie theater pretzels with the mustard. Good son. I may actually make another video tomorrow, because I was actually going to work on some of my cosplay stuff. I've got some props to build, so I kind of wanted to show that process. It's not really a trans-related thing, but I like my cosplay stuff. I'm working on my Widower's bites, which are like Black Widow's bites from Avengers. It's actually over there in the corner. You can't see it because it's sitting on my copy of The Fault in Our Stars, and I'm going to be painting that tomorrow. And I bought a big panel of foil-coated insulation foam, so I can make my axe out of that. It's my Denmark Axe 3.0, who is currently named Karen Sophia, and we're waiting on the 3rd name, which I will get to in the video tomorrow. I'll probably make a reflection on the rehumanizing project while I work on my prop. I mentioned it in my first video, but Sky just posted an update about it, so I'll post a link to that video and to the Tumblr again, because I'm really proud of this project. I'm really proud of the things the other guys contributed, and I think it's really interesting, so you'll find all the information about where to look at the project and where the book is and about his art show, and if it doesn't hurt, just look at his videos. He's been really helpful, and he says some really nice things about all of us, which is, yeah, it's wonderful. But I guess I'm gonna go and watch Hannibal. If you haven't had a chance to watch Hannibal, by the way, favorite show right now, so you should go check that out. Bye.